The Grail Coffee Pot. My name is Christopher Beard. This is for 704 Online Summer 2016. The paradox that I discovered from my initial research was that there was a decline of coffee consumption, though there was an increase in both the opening of coffee retail locations and retail sales. Using deductive logic, I concluded that the users attaining their coffee needs through coffee shops were more likely to pay more for a single cup of coffee if they believed the coffee to be of quality. This decrease in the home brewing market created my wicked problem of how to create a want to make coffee at home. With a problem identified, the research was directed towards possible solutions by examining credible research, survey results, interviews, responses to social posts, and analyzing mind maps revealed customers' wants, habits, and trends that helped formulate patterns and possible solutions using inductive reasoning. The heuristic trends that were discovered were the desire for quality, convenience, personalization, and more time and organicness. Reframing the possible solutions found during the heuristic stage and analyzing the habits and trends of the targeted user, a concentrated solution was formulated using inductive thinking and identified that the social element was lacking in the modern home brewing market that was present at the work or coffee shop. Implementing a social component to the home brewing device, in theory, could solve the formulated wicked problem. The solution that was created was the Grail Coffee Pot, a smart coffee drip unit that learned personalized waking habits and used cellular devices paired with external speakers on the unit to educate, entertain, improve, and connect the user to the world from the breakfast table. The first set of sketches were developed with the concept of improving analog brewing devices by incorporating the ease and convenience of the modern drip pot. This was an attempt to combine the quality that the analog devices were known for with the simplicity and popularity of the drip unit. These are independent products that were based off their analog parent devices but incorporate either the convenience of the electric drip machine or the aspects of transportability like that of a thermos. The brewing device would be automatic brewers. We had a portable feature, analog influences, and single use. After exploring what was currently offered in the market, it was apparent that there was already a variety of improved analog brewing devices available, and our model needed to be revisited for success. Reframing the problem and reviewing the research revealed that the user were more likely to consume coffee during the morning to wake up, yet were obtaining their coffee still at retail locations rather than at home. Inductive reasoning suggested that consumers were buying coffee at coffee shops rather than making it because it was more convenient and time-saving. This revelation created a solution of incorporating remote access to the unit via cellular device to conserve time and money in the morning by starting the brewing process from afar. These coffee devices with connectability had the alarm clock feature, could be remotely turned on and off, and would save more time for the user. Transforming the coffee pot to an alarm clock was not enough to be a standalone product. Having the concept be a smart product started opening up ideas of what else it could possibly do. A blind spot that was noticed within the coffee industry was that there was a little emphasis on social aspect. Exploring this blind spot, waterproof speakers were added to the coffee pot to connect the user to members that live afar or just down the block. Also, the device could be used to transform the morning coffee environment into the user's favorite newsroom, podcast, or concert hall. Drawing influences on the Amazon Echo, making the coffee pot device smarter could change the way we wake up. These coffee pots with a speaker would add a social connection quality to it. Also, the audio entertainment as well as informing the user. The cell phone synchronicity would add a alarm clock feature as well as being able to possibly track health. The final sketches, or the Grail Coffee Pot, after examining the pros and cons of previous ideations, one problem still remained in the home brewing device. The unit is still dependent on the user to prep for use. By adding a whole bean chamber, internal grinder, and smart scale, we can limit the prep time of the device to only filling of the water tank. By partnering up with coffee providers or wholesalers, using the internal scales and smart feature of the device, the unit can be reordered once it is low, making more time and less worry for the user. The Grail uses internal scales and wireless connectability to reorder coffee when the whole bean compartment becomes low. Developing how the Grail reorders coffee, we can change how the user contributes to the coffee industry. By implementing an online co-op shop, users can choose coffee based on region, farming practices, quality, and order it directly from the farm. Purchasing coffee directly from the farmers in turn provides a better profit to the farmers, thus uplifting the farming community to a better quality of life and possibly better farming practices. A proposed idea was that of the farm to cup model described in the reframing section. The system works by the Grail's internal scales, which sense when the unit is low on whole coffee beans. The smart system would reorder specified grounds from the specified online co-op provider. The order will be placed with the organic certified coffee farm. The order will be shipped immediately to distribution centers, and once processed, will be shipped directly to the consumer. During the ABCQ model, the initial solution of the wicked problem of how to encourage users back to the homebrewed market was to integrate the unit with a mobile device to function like an alarm clock. The pros would be easy to develop an app that could operate the coffee pot remotely and work as an alarm clock. In addition, the simplicity of the technology would still make the unit extremely affordable. The con, however, was that there's already a few products currently on the market that perform this feature. Exploring the possibilities of online integration into the device, a speaker was attached to the thermos to allow for audio entertainment. This would allow for the user to be able to listen to music, news, podcasts, or record a message during the morning. The oculus on the brewing top would provide even distribution of water on the grounds and allow for the aroma of the coffee to develop its surrounding area. The design was based on a Puerto Rican Chirado design. The pros would be easy to develop a cellular application of remote access, would create a new morning experience, and the con, however, was the device would be a little bit more expensive to produce due to the complexity of the speaker. Further expanding on the social ability of the device, a mic was placed on the thermos to allow for the user to communicate with other users, i.e. family or friends. If the technology was developed, the device could be paired up with a smarter device like that of the Amazon Echo. The pros would be easy to develop a cellular application for remote access, would be able to create a new morning experience, could be paired with other devices and applications, and has a mic for vocal connectability for a new social experience at the breakfast table. The con, it would increase the retail price and also cost to make. The finalized product, the only thing that was missing from the coffee pot was the coffee itself. Adding a whole bean chamber, scale, and internal grinder, coffee would be freshly ground per order and to personalized settings. The scale plus the smart feature would reorder coffee once it was low. All the user would have to do is fill the water tank. Water filtration has been added for additional water quality. Would be easy to develop a cellular application for remote access. Would create a new morning experience. Could be paired with other devices and application. Has a mic for vocal connectability and social experiences. Could self-order its own the coffee and grind and portion coffee to personal settings. To recap, the first solution to the wicked problem was to have the coffee pot connect to a cellular device for remote access and alarm feature. It expanded further by adding speakers for audio playback. A mic was added on the third version for social connectability. And the final edition had a speaker, mic, and scale addition with smart technology to allow for easier use, self-ordering, and a better quality of coffee. A water filtration also was added to improve that quality. Thank you so much.